Well, that was a thing. Hello friends, welcome to another Nerd Break video. I am Joseph the Broseph. Now, if you missed the latest Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, I can confidently say that you didn't miss much. Now, Nintendo had quite a few different games on show here in the Partner Showcase. There was a gamut of different things for different people, but there was one pretty major problem I noticed. They were all really niche games. And worse yet, they didn't start off this direct very strong. They started off with a game called Grounded, which looked nice, but that was kind of it. And that was a big theme for me running through this entire direct. There were a lot of games that looked really good, like the next game they showed off, Ender Magnolia. It looked really good, but not everybody is going to be into the 2D Metroidvania style game. I personally thought it looked great, and I would give it a try. But I didn't ever play the first game in the series, which is Ender Lilies. Then they showed off another game that I thought looked really good called Arranger. This puzzle style game just really looks good. I would love to get my hands on and try and play it, but not everybody's going to want to. Another game they re-showed off and told us has a demo is Unicorn Overlord. I'm personally excited for it. Hey, demo, that's great, but it's niche. Not everybody's going to want this game. Then they started to get a little less niche with Monster Hunter Stories. I am really glad that that game is coming off of the 3DS and getting put onto the Switch. The second game I heard was pretty good, and this game is great to have the complete story series on the Switch. I'm glad that they did that. The next game we got was Epic Mickey Rebrushed, which was a pleasant surprise. The fact that it's a remake of the first game, and only the first game, is confusing. There are probably a lot of people though that are going to be really interested in this one game. And again, it's another game that looks really good. Just like Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance looks really good. Its messaging is a little confusing. Don't get confused though, it is actually supposedly the full game with additional story content for you to dive into. Why they're doing this? Who knows? For those of you that love Shin Megami Tensei, that's great for you. For the rest of us who are not into it, this is just continuing the trend that this is a very niche direct. After that game, they decided to throw us into something that was a little more mainstream again, with Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Only wait! The graphics look exactly like they were for the original consoles that they came out on. Oh yay! This is going to sell amazing, isn't it? No, probably not, because most people that want to play this game are probably playing the newest version of it. It just doesn't look good. And that's what stood out about Star Wars Battlefront. It doesn't look good. Sure, it's got an online multiplayer added into it. Hooray! Could you touch up the graphics a bit? Then we got another really great looking game in South Park Snow Day, which I'm not going to say much about because I have nothing to say, really. For those of you who love anime, they gave us a couple of anime games from Gundam Breaker Force, Sword Art Online that I can't remember the complete name of, and even a Demon Slayer game that we knew about. These are all very niche though. Hey, some of them look really great! Adding into the mix, we're getting a new Super Monkey Ball game with online multiplayer. Hey, it looks good though. Super Monkey Ball was probably one of those games that was the least offensive you can get. I mean, look at that smiling monkey! And we got more information about games that we already knew about, like World of Goo 2 and Fantasy Life I, the Girl Who Steals Time. Again, two games that look really good. There was another game in this direct that really stood out to me, and it was for reasons I can't explain. Another Crab's Treasure. I don't know what it is about this game. It looks good. And maybe it's the humor, maybe it's the fact that it kind of reminds me of SpongeBob. I don't know. because I never watched SpongeBob, but it looks interesting. You're a little crustacean trying to get his shell back. How much more big of a goal in life can you aspire to than to get your home back? In all seriousness, this game looked amazing, and look at it for yourself. I really want to try this game. I don't know why. We also got the surprise announcement of Penny's Big Breakaway launching today, and then we got DLC for Suika Game, which adds multiplayer on battles and stuff. Like, okay. Adding another game that I found very interesting was Pepper Grinder. This one just gave me so many cool things. I love action side-scrolling games, and this one's art style and aesthetics just reminded me a bunch of different things. I can't even tell you exactly what. It looks good, and I really want to give it a try. That fast-paced drill action diving into the ground, it's not something you see every day. We also got another 3DS port in Pocket Card Jockey Ride On, and I am again glad this game is coming from the 3DS onto the Switch. I never played it on the 3DS. I heard it was really, really good. I would really love to give this a try. I mean, who doesn't love to sit down to a good hand of solitaire? After all that, we got the thing that got me the most excited out of this whole Direct, which is that rare symbol came up on screen, and I thought for sure there for a minute we were going to get the rare replay, but no, instead it's just a bunch of games from Rare on the Nintendo Switch Online service, of which like 2 of them are probably games that most people are going to care about: Killer Instinct and Blast Corps. The others, Battletoads, fine. The other 2, I don't think anybody even knows about existed. I certainly didn't. To round out the Direct, Nintendo aimed high and gave us Endless Ocean's Luminous. This is probably the epitome of a niche title. It looked pretty good. Granted, it didn't look as good as some of the games that were shown off in the Direct, in my opinion. It definitely didn't look anywhere near as bad as Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, at least. To summarize all of this, every single game in this Nintendo Direct looked really pretty. If you walked away from this wondering what was for you, then I don't blame you. And if you didn't watch it at all, then like I said, you really didn't miss much. Are there any games you're going to be getting from this Nintendo Direct? What did you think about it? Let me know by dropping a comment down in the comments section below. Please also don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. And just keep in mind that since we're getting Endless Ocean in May, we may not get a Nintendo Direct now until June. We're doomed.